eZ-Xpo is for and how we are uniquely different from everyone else. It's all about connecting all stakeholders, whether by city or by country or by any organization. This is how we are uniquely different from everyone else. And Envision Center Network is really a great example for that, because like I mentioned in my slide deck earlier, you can take the same framework and apply it to your industry, whether it's cannabis, whether it's for chamber of commerce, whether it's for urban farming, any industries. So we actually working with blockchain, AI, more and more. So this is really the critical framework, and I call the Netflix model for trade show and conferences, and that's what you're looking at right now. And as far as the content, that is up to you and your partners to fill them out. We both on content and also collaboration and engagement. And that's why this is so exciting, because I don't see anything out like that in anywhere. Many are just running in silos.
Yeah, Matt, and that's the main thing that we brought it. We knew that, there's several nonprofits in Kansas City that are doing great work, but they operate in silos. And that's why we have the two portals, so that we can bring them all into one place so that they can stop working in silos, because families are not static, right?
Right.
The third grade and the fifth grader may need something different than what mom and dad needs, and mom may need access to some resources that are
Right.
different from dad.
Now, if you can scroll down your screen a little bit to show the Private Expo Network. Now, this hold it there. And this is another powerful game changer. This is like connecting both intranet to extranet. Let's say, we're working with a company with 100 locations. That's above. And then you can work with any 100 locations below. That could be it could be a local chapter or any divisions or any other partners. And this is the power behind this. This is like this is the big picture for us, if you look at it from that point.
Yeah, this Apollo Virtual Education, Enterprise, and Entertainment is actually what we have on the shelf that will be released probably the fourth quarter of this year, that will actually connect all of this stuff in together. But it'll be next generation content.
Now, William, can you share with the group that, how many Envision centers out there?
Oh, man. Yeah, I absolutely can. So let me just go to our website.
And how many are we planning to connect?
Well, we actually are presenting to HUD the week after next. I'm sorry. The presentation is just on the Envision Centers and using the platform to connect all the Envision Centers together. So if you go on to the HUD website, and you'll see that these are the Envision Centers throughout the country, and I believe that it's not even updated, because I know they've added a couple more in St. Louis and one in Colorado. But if you look at each one of these blue dots, which that one would be ours, each one of these blue dots actually has probably 100 to 200 partners within those blue dots. So their HUD is like, this is a way that we can actually bring all of that content into a one network that can then share resources and cross-pollinate opportunities.
Wow, this is just amazing. You think about all these dots. Each dot represents probably 100 to 200 connections by any entities. And going back to the slide deck I mentioned earlier, 3 key pillars. One is the promotion, right? That can mean for a small business or nonprofit for fundraising. Second is the training. Now, nobody knows everything. And this is why the collaborator or digital collaborator, your job is to bring everybody together so that we can share content and knowledge. And the third piece is the job creation, right? I mean, this by itself, right? And you can actually helping companies or helping people transforming their in-person event job to a virtual. And this is that you're looking at that right now. How many jobs do you think we can create from this network?
It's going to be a lot. Not only are we going to create a lot of jobs, but we're going to give an opportunity for a lot of people who didn't even think about getting a job, the opportunity to get into the economy.
Yeah.
Because we are looking at a digital economy. It's funny, we have an airport that's being built that's due to be finished at 2023. I think it's about a $1.5 billion airport, and the 6 jobs that they've been offering everybody through the traditional workforce development agencies are, construction, cabling, moving rocks from left to right. And we know that this is going to be a state-of-the-art airport that's built for the next 50, 100 years. And unfortunately, the schools aren't preparing the students to be able to be the ones to run those state-of-the-art airports. Kansas City, like a lot of cities across the country, looking at becoming a smart city. But trying to become a smart city the way everybody's been approaching is like trying to boil the ocean. We're taking the approach of creating smart communities. A city with multiple smart communities automatically becomes a smart city.
All right, great. Well, thank you very much. I think this is amazing. This is how, we can help every local community just to get something, start small, right? Start with one virtual expo, and you can see the big picture. It's like it's sowing the seed, and then you plant a tree, and then pretty soon you got a forest. And I think that's what's happening in Vision Center. So let me open up for Q&A. Go ahead, and if you have any questions for William, please go ahead.
Yeah, I was wondering about startup time and staffing. How much time, energy, money did it take to get things rolling or going or established?
Well, so I actually have middle school and high school students that are actually populating out the program. So for us, our investment of money, most of it is actually into resources that we use in our everyday programming. And as we're training the students and having them go through the digital literacy process, then we're able to turn around and they're able to jump in and pick a booth and start populating content. So
your education process is your manpower at the same time?
Well, not at the same time. There's a curve to get them there. But but that's the whole goal, is to get them with industry certifications before they get to their high school diploma, and to get them on the job. So when they go to apply for college or go to apply for a job, they can say, this is what we've already been doing in the digital space, and they've got a live working, they can actually show, go to this website and we've done work, and this is the work we've done.
So you're kind of working with capital instead of venture capital.
Pardon me?
You're working with human capital instead of venture capital.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Beautiful. Brilliant.
I have a question, Matt. Being older, I noticed that the size of the font on William's websites was very small. Is that something that's a normal?
When you say the size of the font on the homepage or inside?
Inside.
Yeah, that Matt, you